Live.
Hi everyone, I'm Serena Kazan, and we don't have my microphone with me, so bear with me. I'm going to speak louder. We are at the home of Melody Thomas. She's joined with her lovely mother, Elaine, and they are doing something today that is amazing and makes Tampa Bay so great. You are helping with a project called Project Beloved. It's in honor of a young girl who was only 22 years old when she was sadly found murdered and sexually assaulted. So Melody, I'm just giving a snapshot of that case. But tell us what's happening right now in your home.
So basically, Project Beloved is providing what they call beloved bags to victims of sexual assault. And in these bags are sweatpants, t-shirts, toiletry items. And what will happen is these four girls, my daughter Lana, Serena's daughter Sammy, this is Chloe, and this is Olivia. And what they are doing is they are helping assemble these bags that will eventually be dropped off at a domestic violence shelter and handed out to women and men that are victims of sexual violence.
You know, it just...
And so we found out about this project because it's something that is going on throughout the United States. And one of my mother's friends did this in North Carolina. And she checked into it, and she thought, oh, this is great. This is something that I could do. And then my mother called me, and she goes, I think I'm a little overwhelmed here, because as you can see, there's quite a lot of supplies that we're putting together.
It's wonderful what you guys are doing.
Yes, there's flip-flops. There are some journals, squeezy balls. And then the girls are putting bras, underwear, sweatshirts, sweatpants into the bags.
And so let me ask Elaine, because Elaine, so you with this project, and believe me, we're moms, right? Our children are our most precious commodity. This poor mother found her daughter sadly murdered and sexually assaulted. Elaine, you found out about this project through a friend.
Who's doing this in Asheville, North Carolina.
And so what inspired you into action? What was it that said, you had to do something?
Well, I always feel good when I help people. And when I saw this project, I thought, well, this is something that I can do for my community to share a little bit of love.
We have several people that are joining this Facebook Live. So for people who are just joining, we are in the home of Melody Thomas, who's a dear friend of mine, and they are helping assemble bags, assemble these bundles for Project Beloved. Mm-hmm. Project Beloved is a project, and here we have some of the paperwork here. It's a mother's mission after she found her beautiful daughter right here, only 22 years old, sadly murdered and sexually assaulted. This happened in Texas. This happened in 2017. 2 years ago, she launched her project, and she also had some laws changed. But Melody, I wanted to ask you as a mom, why did you feel it was important to involve your daughter? And is Lana 14 now, or is she still 13?
Lana is 13.
Is 13, and so is Sammy.
She had her bat mitzvah last year.
Yes, and thank you for inviting me to that.
You're welcome. And I think all of these girls were at Lana's bat mitzvah, and I don't know if any of you remember, but she was inspired. Her and I started watching a show called The Midwife, and that show touches on some violence and things that women go through and endure. And so for her service project, for her bat mitzvah, she donated to the spring, and she spoke about that. And so when my mom mentioned this project to me, I thought this might be another way that Lana could get involved with helping the community and sort of bringing a little bit of comfort and love to someone that has gone through such a traumatic thing as sexual assault.
So Melody, what are they assembling exactly?
Lana, would you like to?
Yes, I would love for Lana to take this over. So Lana or Olivia, can you tell us the bags that you are putting together?
So,
I'm gonna try to get the best angle. Bear with me. I'm gonna move over here.
Here's
so these bags are for the living, and they have flip-flops, clothing, and a bag of toiletries for them when they go home. And then there's also going to be a journal and I think a stress ball. Yeah.
So Olivia, let me ask you, and I'll go back to Lana as well. Why do you think this is important to do?
Because people, we need to spread awareness for this, because not a lot of people know much about it, so we need to spread awareness.
And do you guys think even at 13 years old, you can definitely make a difference in this community?
Definitely.
So Lana, when your mom asked you to invite some friends over to help put these bundles together, what were you thinking at the time?
I thought it was going to be a really good idea, especially to get other people involved in helping.
And again, these are the bundles that you guys are putting together. We have, poor Sammy has been in so many videos, so she's like, please do not interview me. So I'm just gonna ask Chloe and Sammy if they would like to say something.
They said everything I would say.
They said, right, and so Sammy says the same thing. But once again, if you guys are just joining this Facebook Live, these are just so many amazing things that you got put together. Now, Melody, let me ask you, and Elaine, let me ask you, are you guys providing all this material, or did you get companies to donate? Or
actually, how it works is, and this is an important reason why we want to reach out to social media and share with as many people as we can, because this program is throughout the country. And if you want to be involved, what happened is my mother contacted Beloved, and they actually send all these items to your home.
Wow, so tell me again, because so many people just joined in, what are they sending?
Okay, so where's that little sheet there? Can I see that little sheet?
But they actually send all of this to your home.
All this to your home, and then all that you have to do is assemble these bags, and then once they're assembled, they are dropped off in crates to the
And you guys are taking it to the Crisis Center of Tampa Bay
Correct.
in a couple weeks, hopefully, and I hope to join you when they do that as well.
Yes.
So let's walk through what they
Yeah,
send.
so what's going to be included is a shirt, which Chloe's rolling up the shirts now. Pants, sweatpants. Sammy's got the sweatpants there. There's going to be underwear. I think there are some underwear here. Undergarments. The females will receive a bra. And I think that is in that pile there as well. And then the toiletry items.
And of course, all of this is so important because sadly, when a victim of sexual assault goes into the hospital, detectives have to take all of their items because they're part of the chain of evidence in that case.
Correct.
So these poor victims have already been violated and have nothing to go home in.
Right.
So
Right.
these bundles will be given to them, and I think it's very
Yes.
important to
and
know.
Then you have in here is just some of your basic toiletries. You have deodorant, toothpaste, hairbrush, a comb, shampoo, conditioner, so that God forbid that someone does experience such a horrible thing. Maybe these bundles that are being assembled today will bring them a little bit of comfort and a little bit of peace, and I think that was the mission of the woman that created this program.
Absolutely. The mother said in an interview she wanted her daughter to be remembered in some way. I mean, again, Molly Matheson was only 22 years old, killed in Texas.
Right. Right.
That's why I think they're they're the journals, right?
So there's the journals here, and the journals will also be included, and also a stress ball.
Little hearts.
And this, I don't know if you're aware, but this heart is a heart that symbolizes if you've been a victim of rape. And I've actually seen some young girls, believe it or not, around town, and specifically this color, this teal green. You see someone with that has a heart tattoo in this teal green color. It means they've been a victim of a sexual assault. And I happened to ask one of these girls, what is, because I've seen a few, and I said, what does this mean? And she says, well, I was a victim, or my sister was a victim, and so you'll see that's what that heart does symbolize that. And I didn't know if you were aware of that. Yeah.
I did not know that
Yeah.
either. It's amazing the things that we learn.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot about the scrunchies. So there's also going to be scrunchies, hair scrunchies.
No, we have
Um,
we have those. We just need the
Okay.
stress balls.
Yeah.
Oh, you need the stress balls. Okay.
We made the small ones, but we didn't have.
So the girls are doing an amazing job. They seem to
Did
be
you put the stress
No,
balls?
that's
And they're making 53 bundles today?
54.
54. And what Melody, one thing I want to point out too, which you pointed out to me, that yes, the majority of these bundles are going to women, but you're also making bundles for men. Because I do think that, we do have to point out, sadly, yes, men are also victims of sexual assault.
Yes. That's something that I think is an important part that they actually did include. So I believe 4 of the bundles we are making. 50 of them are for women, but 4 of them are for men. And
So let me ask you this as well, Melody and Elaine. Easily you could have gotten, some of us, your girlfriends, to participate. But rather you decided to have our young girls who are 13 take part in this project. Why was that important to have the girls put the bundles together?
Well, a young girl may be faced with something like this. Our girls here are quite young, 13, but tragically something could happen. And it brings them awareness that it's a possibility, and also a greater understanding to somebody that they may know that goes through a tragic event, that there is something that they can do to help that person.
Well, people like you are what makes our community so great, because you didn't even know the Matheson family again, right? You guys just heard about this project and you wanted to help.
Yeah, and I think for me, I think having the girls involved in service and community, I think that they get a lot of joy out of it, and I don't know. I think at their age level, for them to start, if they can start now and continue on a road of community service, it'll be, really a way to make the world a better place.
It is. It's more
Right,
important
girls?
than ever.
What do you think?
Right, girls?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Bear with them. They're 13. They're doing something that's great. They're doing something that's great, and they wanted to do this, and they've been looking forward to doing this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Melody hold the camera on me
Okay.
now just for a second.
Yeah.
as I close this out.
Sure.
So once again, we're at the home of Melody Thomas. Thank you so much, Melody, for having us here. Her and her mother, Elaine, planned this project. We have 4 amazing 13-year-olds putting together these bundles for Project Beloved. Just to recap this really quickly, a mother started this project. She lost her daughter when her daughter was only 22 years old. Melody and Elaine heard about her mission, and they're now helping with these bundles. You can follow more on the story on serenakazan.media. We'll have a whole article up to explain on how you can help as well. Of course, you can watch this video. It will be on all my social media platforms. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a great Sunday.
Yay.